Welcome back to another Destiny's commentary. Today I'm going to try something a little different. As we all know that Destiny has produced various concepts of which some of us may find confusing but others find very convincing in the game. For example, this concept right now, we see a small settlement, which is probably meaning our allied forces have made, a home front appear, which from what I'm seeing from the ominous look from our ominous Earth in the corner, I'm pretty sure this is the moon. And as you follow along the trail at the bottom here, it also follows along I'm pretty sure that's like the power grid or something out in the far right corner here. See, what's interesting about this concept is it's various because there's a number of things that are possible with this concept should we see this in the game. For one thing, I'm pretty sure this is the crater that the Fallen had came out of. And it seems by the change in landscape, the floating rocks in mid-flight, it seems that the moon is, I guess, terraforming, I want to say. And as you see in the background here, you see a star cruiser. Or is that probably just another rock? No, that's probably like a star cruiser or a rock or something. So, either way. I like this concept, but then again, I don't like it because, it's not really showing much to it. I'm pretty sure we all know what the moon looks like. We see it every day. We all looking at it every day in life. But interestingly enough, if we all do end up having to play this in the game, I can see that it'll probably be a difficult fighting chance because at the same time, we're gonna have to probably have like gravity dealing with. You're gonna have to deal with a whole bunch of Fallen floating in and out of the space center or whatever. And then we're gonna probably have to do something like, help the power grid back on or something like that. Then you gotta fight your way through dozens and dozens of Fallen. All that good stuff. Anyway, on to the next one. This one is also from the first trailer of the game. I'm believing this is the old Russia. And by looking at it from the bottom, I don't think that's the case, actually. You see at the very bottom it's flourished and all that. And in this blurry spot, you can see that one of the planes is returning back to the center, which is up here at the very top in the right-hand corner. So, looking at this as well, as we've seen in the first gameplay trailer of last year at E3, we saw that some of the Fallen with forearms, I have no idea what they're called, but whatever they're calling forearm Fallens, I don't care. They demonstrate great strength and agility in jumping over certain objects, clinging to walls and stuff like that. But seeing as doing that kind of thing here would be proving very difficult for them to, accomplish. Because if anything, a high-tech headquarters like this will not be just something you can easily just, run over. And by the looks of the high-profile station at the very top, that's where they oversee the entire city. So if there were to be Fallen floating around or whatever, coming across the wall or trying to get across the wall, the defenses would probably be pretty easy. And this would be probably a defensive mission, you gotta protect the people, protect the city or whatever. Pretty much something all Destiny characters are about. On to the next one now. This one, this is probably the only one I'm confused about. I'm guessing this is probably just a native land or something. I see a horse. I'm not saying, I'm gonna take that back. It's not a native land because I see a horse. It's got that old school English look and all that. They got tents and junk. And at the very top, you see some kind of castle sitting on a real tall hill and whatever. Like something straight out of Mulan or whatever. Anyway, I like the texture that they use for this concept art. It's definitely got that old-time war theme. At a time of crisis, the people who didn't like each other unite and whatever like that. I kind of like it's got that feel to me. Anyway, on to our next one. Okay, not exactly sure what to call this one, but let's just nickname it the Ominous Forest, okay? Here you see players 1 through 3 looking into looks like a creepy swamp or whatever. And as they look out more, they see they see battleships floating, or probably surveying the area, whatever aliens do. I don't really care. They're gonna get beat anyway, so let's get over that. Anyway, as you can see, I'm not really sure which of them is which, but I think this one right here in the left-hand corner is the warlock of the team. And they see glittering lights into, what is this, like cobwebs looking stuff or whatever. No doubt it's probably something serious involving the Fallen. Maybe it's information on the Fallen. That's just basic stuff. This concept, I would think, is unique. It has something, like I said earlier in my last video, the Destiny producers have already announced that they were going to use concepts from Destiny in Halo 5, and partially in Destiny spin-offs or Destiny sequels or Halo sequels. Not just because that, Destiny and Halo from the same companies, partially because that Destiny is the spin-off of Halo due to the fact that they wanted to take a shortcut off the series to follow upon the graphic qualifications of certain levels. Anyway, if I had to guess, this is probably one of the darker levels. You're going to probably have to deal with, Fallen jumping out of the water, Fallen jumping out of trees and stuff. And with 3 dudes, it seems like that's not going to be a problem. Because as what I've noticed in the trailers, the more players that are in the game, it seems to be that there are more Fallen. And as we've already seen, that the characters have no valid recognition for anything like that. But that's just how the characters are, I guess.